What is going on, Jet fans? I am Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today I want to get into Denzel Mims and a rumor that's been going around about Denzel Mims and talk through it. So our guy, friend of the show, Green Bean, came up and reported that he was hearing that the new Jet staff, specifically Nathaniel Hackett, not really the biggest fan of Denzel and how Denzel has been carrying himself early through the voluntary portion of the offseason. Now, this is a guy who requested a trade last offseason. I believe it was like last August, roughly. And then kind of, was a good soldier during the regular season. But now apparently they're kind of back to square one. At least that's what it feels like. So Green Bean, being the great guy that he is, had Connor Hughes on his Thursday Thick of It show yesterday, and he asked Connor if there was any validity to what he was hearing and that the new Jet staff isn't really in love with Denzel Mims, and Connor kind of confirmed it, to be honest with you. He said he was hearing similar things, then kind of went through a scenario, and this isn't like this is exactly what happened. It's more just theorizing why that could be the case. And Denzel is someone who is a confident guy. He came in his rookie year, made some nice plays, but we know how the last couple of years has gone. And Connor was kind of theorizing that he was probably coming into this year with the mindset that, okay, Corey Davis isn't going to be back on this team. I'm coming into, the season with Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore at the time before the trade. And then I could potentially get my shot on the outside and play more. He views himself as a top 3 receiver on this Jets team. The issue is the Jets clearly don't feel the same way, as they've gone through the offseason and signed Allen Lazard, who is exactly that, a big body wide receiver who plays on the outside and blocks well. Hello, that's what Denzel is also supposed to be really good at. They bring in Mecole Hardman to play in the slot, and yes, they're not similar receivers at all, but that's just another body in the receiver room. And they were in on Odell, so he probably didn't love that, and Corey Davis is still here. So just add another thing on the list. Probably didn't love that too much if he was assuming that he was going to come in and get more playing time, because it doesn't really feel that way. He's probably best case scenario wide receiver 5, maybe 6, and he doesn't play on special teams, so that's unfortunately going to hurt our guy Denzel. Connor also said that he's heard from coaches that Denzel is more of the kind of player who needs to be, propped up a little bit, and it doesn't really respond as well to the tough love, which that's fine. I know some people are going to get up in arms and that, be like, you got to be able to take the heat. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen, and all these, silly cliches. And look, just some, especially in today's world, everyone responds differently. Some people respond really well to the tough love. A few years ago, I know he's not on the team anymore, but I remember Jamal Adams, when Greg Williams came in, said he loved Greg and how, he handled the defense and how, he was holding guys accountable and yelling. Like, some guys just respond well to that. Others don't, and that's okay. And Denzel apparently doesn't. But apparently there is some validity to this rumor that the Jets staff doesn't really or isn't really in love with Denzel. Maybe he turns it around. I was hoping that, Denzel could be the player that we thought he was coming out of Baylor, but it feels like that ship is sailing. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you next time.